Hello, and welcome to A Briefcase of Luxury, a place where we love to chat about all things related to life, learning, and luxury. If you are someone who loves to watch Hermes-related content, then you may want to stick around for this video. But I gotta warn you, today is not a fun video. Today is a sad video. Now, I do have a double Hermes unboxing coming up next if you are interested, where it will be a more fun video, I promise. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that coming up. But since I was doing some shopping on the Hermes website, I wanted to share with you some of the price increases that have now hit the Hermes US website. The largest price increase being over 40%, so please stick around to find out. So we all knew the price increases were coming, we just didn't know for sure when, right? Well, I can safely tell you now that the prices since the second or early third week of February, those price increases have officially hit. Now, I don't have the price increase for every single item on the Hermes website, nor will I have time to talk about all of them anyway in one video, but I think it's safe to assume that the price increase has affected almost every single category, but at a different percentage hike. So the ones that I'm sharing today are items that I have recently bought or were wanting to buy, so I do have a running tally of how much it used to cost back when I was creating my original wish list, so to speak. And I have snapshots of the old website prices so I can compare what that same item now currently costs. If you know of others that I did not mention here, please let me know down in the comments below. And if any of that sounds interesting, please keep watching. I was going to go from smallest to largest price hikes, but like I mentioned, the price hikes have affected items differently, even if they are in the same category. So I decided just to do it by category instead. So first, let's do Twillies, since I did mention those were on my to-buy list. Now, the regular Twillies have gone up from $195 to $200, and the baguette Twillies have gone up from $250 to $255. So both have gone up by $5, which is 3% and 2% respectively, and that's really chump change compared to some of the other price increases we're about to get into. Oh, before I get too deep into the weeds, I haven't been paying attention to shoes, for instance, but it seems prices have stayed relatively the same. But please correct me if I'm wrong. For instance, the Volver boots were something I've considered, and the prices for those at least still haven't gone up. The Eggery sandals, the bouncing sneakers, the day sneakers, they all still look the same to me, unless they are doing their price increases in batches. Again, please let me know if you've seen otherwise for other shoe styles, but as far as I can tell, all of the Hermes shoes I currently have at least are still the same price I bought them for. Okay, let's look at accessories and jewelry. So the Farandole necklace in the fine jewelry collection went from $1,950 to $2,000, so that's a $50 increase or a 2.5% increase. The regular Kelly belt used to cost $960. It now costs $1,025, so that is a 7% increase or $75 increase. Now this next one hurts, the Kelly pocket belt. That went from $1,200 to $1,700, so that's an additional $500 or a 42% increase. Yay! I don't know about you, but like I said, this one hurt. Now, my Chandon silver ring now costs $480, and I paid $415 for this less than just 2 months ago, and that's a 16% increase. Now, let's do watches. I typically don't pay attention to watches, but I do know that the Earl H watch in the small model used to be $2,900. Now that same model is $2,950. Again, chump change for a $50 increase or just under 2%. So those are just some of the accessories and jewelries that I've noticed and that I have prior screenshots because they were all somewhat on a recent wish list. But now let's talk about bags, since I'm assuming that's what most people are interested in. Now, I've seen quite a few different bag styles drop recently on the website, including their intense 92 bag drop the other day, which was just insanity. I know I am missing several bags, so if you do know what the new prices are for those, please let me know down in the comments below. All right, let's get into it. The mini Roulis went from about $7,400 to $7,800 up to $8,000 depending on the hardware. So we're talking about a 5 to an 8% increase or anywhere from a $400 to $600 increase for the mini Roulis. Now the mini Lindy went from $6,400 to about $6,650. So that's about a 4% increase or a $250 increase. Now I don't know what the old price of the Lindy 26 was, but the new price is approximately $8,400. Now, the Click 16 wallet went from about $2,775 to either $2,850 for the Epsom version or $2,975 for the goat skin version. So that's anywhere up to a 7% increase or up to a $200 increase. Now, the Belide 1923 in the size 25 went from $6,300 to $6,900. So that's $600 or a 9.5% increase. The mini Belides used to be between $5,300 to $5,500. Now they are about $5,800, so that's between a $300 to $500 increase. Now I don't know about the larger sizes for the Belides because I haven't seen any of those drop on the website. The Picatin 18 went from being $2,875 to anywhere between $3,025 and $3,100. So that's about a 5% increase on the Picatin 18. Now the Picatin 22 used to be approximately $3,100. Now based on the most recent drop, they are about $3,325, so that's about a 5% increase as well, so pretty even there. Now, I don't remember the exact price of the Evelyn TPM since that was never on my radar, but I think it used to be around $1,800, while now that bag is over $2,000. The felt version is still only $1,775, but again, I don't know what that one used to be. Now the Evelyn PM used to be about $34.75 and that's now $37.25. So that's about a $300 increase or just shy of 9%. Now the regular 31 zip her bag is now $28.25 compared to $26.75. So that's about a $200 increase or just shy of 7%. Now before I keep going, let's take a quick breather. I haven't seen recent drops for the Garden Party 30, so I don't know what the increase for that looks like. If you know what the new prices are for the Garden Party 30, please let me know down in the comments. And there are a few other bags like the Get a Bag, the Veru, etc. that I honestly just haven't been paying attention to in the past, so I don't know what that price increase is like. But again, if you don't mind sharing, if you do know the price differences, please let us know. I'm sure there are those watching that would very much appreciate it. I'm personally the most interested in knowing what the price increase is for the Garden Party 30. All right, let's keep going. The Constance to Go wallet went from $5,300 to $5,500, so that's about a $200 increase or a little less than 4%. Now this next one is also another one that hurts a lot. The ever elusive Kelly to Go wallet went from being about $4,500 to $5,500. So that's a $1,000 hike or 20% increase. So it is now essentially the same price as the Constance to Go wallet. So just looking over the increases so far, of course, it seems the hikes are all over the place. The Kelly Pocket Belt by far has the highest percent hike of 42%, a $500 increase on an item that originally just cost a little over $1,000. Bags on average saw a hike of about 5%, except for several styles that saw a larger hike. I was a little surprised that the Belide 25 and the Evelyn PM had such huge hikes on them of almost 10%. And in this case, the hike for the Evelyn PM was bigger than the one for the TPM, and I thought the TPM was the more popular model. What I was not surprised by was the hike for the Kelly to Go. Now in 2020, when the Kelly to Go was first introduced, it was $41.75. So since then, 3 years ago, the price has gone up by almost 32%. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. You know that feeling like when you're not mad, you're just disappointed? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I mean, it makes sense, right? That's one of the most sought after wallet bags on the market, and it would only make sense that it's priced around the same as the Constance to Go wallet instead of being priced $1,000 less for a similar item. Even though one could argue that the Constance is a more complicated design, especially since it does have an entire back pocket, which means more material, more leather, and more labor. So this is all a little bit sad to me, and it makes me think of the ending epilogue for Romeo and Juliet.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun, for sorrow, will not show his head. Go hence, to have more talk of these sad things.
But on that piece of sad news, I do sincerely hope you found this helpful, and thank you in advance for sharing any updates you have with all of us down in the comments below if you know of some of these new prices that I didn't have a chance to discuss. Thank you again so much for watching, and on a happier note, please stay tuned for my upcoming Hermes double unboxing video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time.